This conference will now be recorded.
It is a ERP application. The purpose of ERP application, so ERP applications mainly it can be used to post day to day the business transactions. Wherever the clients, so they will have, if they wanted to maintain day to day business transactions, they can use a ERP systems. We have a ERP systems like SAP, Oracle, Dynamics, and Business Central, SAYS. There are the many ERPs are there. So the finally the ultimate the purpose of a ERP is, so in ERP systems can be used to post a business transactions. So how they can post a business transactions, why they need to use only ERPs? The ERPs will be integrated systems with the other departments in an organization. Integrated mean the finally the ERP system it should capture the financial transactions. When it is a capturing a financial transaction, the financial data should be accurate and it should be a liable. So the transaction should be accurate and it should be a genuine transaction should be posted in the system. So only the ERP systems it can be real time integrated with the each other department in the organization. What is that real time integration and with the each other department? For example, if we are purchasing a inventory, so inventory come inside our warehouse, we can see the quantity and the same time the value of inventory it should go to the main account. So mean whenever we post it, so it should update the inventory and also it should update the financial value, mean it should update in the finance department. So inventory department and also finance department, both it should update. For that's the purpose, to integrate within a real time basis we can use the ERP systems. Now the D365 also is one of the ERP, it is a leading ERP in the market. So D365 finance and operations it is a Microsoft product. The earlier version was AX 2012 and prior to that AX 2009, prior to that AX 4.0 and 3.0, it was started with the different versions. Earlier before the Microsoft handling this dynamics, there is a one Danish company, so they have developed this ERP application. So that's the reason they are calling a dynamics D transfer dynamics, dynamics 365 finance and operations. From the Danish company Microsoft has taken over. So from there it is a Microsoft D365 finance and operations. Okay, now what is now nowadays if you see in the market you can see that D365 finance and operations. Okay, if we'll take a training in D365 finance and operations, we will have a good career scope and we will be getting a jobs very quickly. So the reason behind is this is the cloud based ERP application. If you see that the D365 finance and operations is the only the application, it has a high success rate with the cloud. Even it's SAP, they will have a cloud and non-cloud. That is a cloud separate. It is a HANA they you can call is. To implement that, the cost is too high. It is a extreme high. But the same D365, the similar features and the more, I mean the more features than SAP D365 introducing, and it is a very user-friendly application. Maintenance and the cost of implementation of a D365 also comparatively it is a lesser than SAP. That is the reason majority of the clients, because of the cost cutting, they will be choosing a less price application which can provide a more options. That is only the one application, it is a D365 finance and operation. That is the reason majority of the clients they are upgrading to D365. That is the reason in the career wise, so it will have a very good career scope. And so whenever wherever you have a good knowledge in the D365 finance and operations, you will be getting a job. Okay, it is a cloud based application. So cloud based application mean, so whatever the client data will be there, they no need to purchase their internal servers, they no need to maintain data in their servers. It is a cloud based, I mean it is a highly secured data. They in the cloud they can secure data, and that can be maintained by a Microsoft. That is a cloud version. The backend cloud storage system name is a Microsoft Azure cloud platform. So in the Microsoft Azure cloud, so the data will be maintained whenever a client they need their data, so Microsoft they can provide the backup for that. Okay, so in D365 finance and operations we will have a finance and operations. Finance mean, so how the financial transactions can be posted, and how the we can automated the transactions, and how we can minimize the risk of a financial entries. So, and if the transactions, how we can minimize, when we are posting a financial transactions, the transactions will be posting on a real-time integrated way. So mean the each other departments, the finance department will be integrated with the each other department in an organization. That's why that's why, so they can minimize the risk of a fraud transaction and also the wrong transaction posting. Now you can see that operations, so whatever the other, the operation transactions, the supply chain management transactions or HR related transactions, other related transactions we can say is the operations. The operations majorly it will be supply chain. So how do we can maintain our supply chain management, from a purchasing item to till manufacturing and making it a finished good and again delivering to the customer. So whatever the various aspects will be included in this process, that we can call as a operations. Here in the operations there will be a simple operation transactions also will be there, and also the complex operation transactions will be there. So in case of a simple transactions also, the system will be supported. Complex operation transactions also system will be supported. It is a D365. Now it is not a small application. It is a very huge application. It will have a depends on the business process. It will have, it can be maintained, purchase, sales, and also if they wanted to maintain a storage part, we have advanced warehouse management. If they wanted to capture the transportation, we have a transportation. If they wanted to plan the inventory, we have a planning module. If they wanted to manufacture inventory, they have a, we have a production module. Okay. Now job role. So in this D365 finance and operations, we will have a two types of jobs. One is a functional and another one is a technical. The functional job role will be directly, so the training which I will be giving for a functional, the functional training. So I will be explaining about the application, so how this application can be used, for which business scenarios we can use. So that training I will be given. The functional consultant job role will be directly they will interact with the business users. They will get the requirement they can map in the system, and they can provide training to their users how do they can post the transactions, then they can bring it to live. This will be the functional role. Okay. The technical role, in case, depends on their business requirement. If the requirement is not matching with the system, the technicals they can write a code and they can develop the features, mean based on the client requirement. So whenever the client they need to develop enhance the application, depends on their business, the technical team they can write a code and they can develop it. For that purpose we will have a technical consultant. Okay. Next, training, the way of a training. So it will be completely on a real time basis. In case the real time what we will do, if it is a implementation project, so here we will have a two types of a projects, implementation and support. Implementation mean client they will be using a other system to post their operation and financial transactions, but now they are moving to other system to D365. In that case, that we can call as a implementation. When we are a implementation, so how do we can do the implementation? How we can get the requirement? How we can configure the system? In that way, I will be giving a training. Complete. I will take a one. If we are working for implementation, how do we can do the system configuration? How do we can map the scenarios? So in that way, complete a real time way, I can give a training. The class, every class you can record it, later you can practice, you can see the class and you can practice it. And the biggest advantage here, so the training with us, so we will be giving a time to take a running notes. Running notes will help you a lot while practicing and also for understanding. And layman language explanation, if they doesn't know anything about the ERP application, first we will explain about the domain. Mean for which business transaction we can use this feature. Then we can explain about the application. The cleared transaction we can post and we can show you. The trainings which you will be getting outside, sometimes they won't post the transaction. They will explain about the overview and they will show you the screen. But here we will be complete for every business transaction, for every class we will post the transaction and we will show you how to do the transaction. Okay. Next, syllabus. In case if you are from a commerce background, so if you are into the finance, so we will be giving a training on these areas. General ledger, you can see these are all the areas we can give it. Accounts receivable, sorry, accounts payable, this is the accounts receivable syllabus. Cash and bank management syllabus. Fixed assets, inventory management and product information management, procurement and sourcing, sales and marketing. This will be the syllabus. Duration will be outside, they will be giving a training only for 40 hours. We will be giving 60 to 70 hours, because they will say that so 40 hours is enough. But in, so what I observed from the market, if you will take a 40 hours of training, they will not be completing a key areas. So if you take a training 40 hours training, if you try to attend the interview, you cannot clear the interview. So I will be giving a training, so for a 60 to 70 classes. Okay, let me know if you have any queries.
Prakash, this is Sai Kumar. Actually, I had one doubt. So,
Okay,
what could be the pre technologies or the basic knowledge that every candidate
there
who
is
is
no
learning?
prerequisites here. If you know the
Okay,
business process, purchase, sales, that is more than enough.
okay. Okay, because in this demo there are four to five people who are actually freshers from the BTech graduates has joined, and actually
Mhm.
I joined on behalf of my sister just to understand how your sessions are going on. So
Okay.
so their main concern is like how they are able to understand your sessions. I mean, in the sense, see, if you directly say ERP, so they doesn't they might haven't heard about the ERP system, or they might doesn't know about any sectors of sales and finance departments. So how
Mhm.
what could be the pre-knowledge that they should get, or what could be the basic things that they should know before or parallelly while doing this course?
See, there won't be any requisite knowledge is required here. So nowadays, everyone they will be aware about. So, I mean, how the Amazon and Flipkart, how they can place the order, and when they place the order, so when they are receiving the item, what are all the things we need to check it. They will be giving on the top on the parcel box. They will be giving a delivery note. Correct. So how that delivery note works. So in case of invoice, what will be the details will be there. So whatever we will do in our real life, so whatever the documents, whatever the process they will do, if you will observe that, that is a more than enough to understand the system.
Understood. Yeah.
If you'll go to any supermarket, for example, if you go to the more, so more what they will
Hmm.
do, we will pick up all the items. We will go to the billing.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay, for them we will be customer. For us, he will be, mean he will be vendor.
Okay. Understood. Okay.
Okay, so we can, they will give the bill, we will make a payment. Mean, for every invoice, bill nothing but invoice, for every invoice we have to make a payment.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Got
we
it.
have to
Understood.
correlate our real life with the business.
Yeah. Understood. And forgot. Okay. Yeah. And I forgot to ask this. So is there any lab sessions or like any application that we need to install in our laptops for the trainings?
Y- yes, there is no lab session, so but we will help you to install in the application, I mean in your local laptops.
Okay, okay. So,
We have
so,
two options
is,
here. We have two
mhm,
options. One is a Microsoft, the updated the dev environment, development environment. So
mhm.
disadvantage of that. So for example, if you are practicing today one session, so you left it in between. Again, if you connect in tomorrow, that session will not be available.
Yeah.
Okay, and we have one more option, virtual mission installation. So we will help you with one number, contact number. So he will help you with the virtual mission installation. So in that way, whatever you have practiced in the system, it will be available.
Okay, okay, okay. So, what could be the basic configuration or the standard configuration for that VM installation?
It
I mean,
should
like
have
RAM and
yeah, minimum 250 SSD and 16 GB RAM.
okay, 16 GB RAM. Okay, okay.
Yep.
So, it should be an Intel core or even AMD processor also works. So, it
No,
should
AMD
be
it
on
won't
Intel
work.
core. Okay,
It
okay.
should be an
So,
Intel core.
it have
AMD
to
it
be
won't
Intel.
work. Intel, yeah.
Okay, okay. So, any generation is fine, right? Or i3
Any
or
generation is
i5.
fine. It should have a 16 GB and digital hard disk should be there. SSD should be there.
Okay, got it. Got it, Prakash. Yeah, thanks. And actually, I will add one compliment or good thing that I mentioned in the session. The thing is, I mean, I heard from two or three demo sessions of previous trainers, but they said like they had a test modules and they will give like a recorded videos or in a test environment. But the good thing that I heard from you is you will give the training based on the I mean on the live sessions, so which will help them to understand what exactly.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
We will post the transaction
yeah,
and we will show you. So recording will not help.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Yes, yes.
in that way, I can complete in 10 classes only. No need to go for 40
Yeah,
classes.
yes, yes, yes. That's
So
the good
because
thing that I
candidate
heard from
also,
your
so
session.
his visualization while posting application and explaining, his visualization will be different. If we'll give a video and with
Hmm.
the screenshot, his visualization will be different.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
here our
That's good.
main aim is we have to get a more students and we have to help them with the good knowledge.
Hmm. Yeah,
If you have a good knowledge, job automatically it will be in your pocket.
yeah, yes, yes, yes. So yeah, that's all from my end, Prakash.
Yep, yep. So any
Hi,
others?
hi, Prakash. This is Bhupesh.
Okay.
Yeah, one
And
of my friends actually asked me to join this demo. So I have a
okay,
quick
okay,
question, Prakash. See,
okay.
so I've been working in a different domain completely for last 5 or 6 or 7 years. So
Okay.
how are the opportunities for us if we want to change the whole domain and get into ERP as you explained? And is it going to be a new job or is it going to be a job that we already did, which experience counts? Or how much time would it take us to get into this domain and get into the market? So, for example, let us say, not about me, but one of my friends, let us say he has some 10 lakhs of package
Mhm.
in another company on a different domain or a different platform. So if
Okay.
he wants to move into ERP systems, as you said, like D365 as of now, so how
Mhm.
much time has he should spend? Okay,
Mhm.
after spending that time and getting enough knowledge, what would be
Mhm.
his options? Or at least let us assume it's only me. So what would
Mhm.
be his options with some
Mhm.
6 or 7 years of experience in a different domain, but not ERP or D365?
Mhm.
So if we spend some good enough time of 6 months, and okay, if we give a try or if we give a shot, what would
Mhm.
be our chances of getting into the domain and what would be the packages?
So here I can say I can tell you with the sincere and honest advice. So if you are not showing any D365 experience, they won't consider your profile
Hmm.
first. Okay, though you
Okay.
and the
Okay.
second thing, though you are working with the other technology which is related in the IT, so
Mm-hmm.
you can say that you have worked on D365. You don't need to show any experience from other third parties. You can say that you have
Um.
worked on D365. The same
Okay. So
experience it
let
will
us yeah, let us keep my friend aside. Let us come into my own situation. So I've been
be.
working for Google for last 5 years actually. So if I want to move to D365,
Mhm.
so how could I compensate my 5 years of experience in Google? So I can't say that I just worked 5 years on D365 in Google. So
Mhm.
if I have to apply for new jobs on D365, should I actually say that I have no experience on D365, or should
No,
I say
you
that I
have to
already
say that
had five
you
years
have
of?
experience in D365.
But D365, if I say that I have an experience, but when
Mhm.
they backtrack my record, I'll be working for Google. I've been working for Google and I'm still working. So it will be a
Mhm.
5 years of experience which is completely irrelated. So
Okay, see here
would there be any so
yeah,
would there
I
be any
understood your
problem
question.
while they backtrack the
No, I
BGC,
understood your question.
sorry.
See, in D365, in
Mm-hmm,
D365, so
mm-hmm,
the biggest advantage is when they will go for a background verification also,
mm-hmm.
they're not asking for which domain you have worked on.
Okay.
Because here due to lack of resource, they will be
Mm-hmm.
checking either candidate have good knowledge or not.
Okay. Labeled or let us say this thing. Let us say compared. No, no, no. I'll tell you that in a mail. So one more thing. So if I have to do that, so they're checking me on my knowledge and capability. Let us say yes.
Yes.
But if I have to say them that I've been working on the same technology for last 5 years, but
Mm.
when they come to know that no, I haven't worked on this,
Mm.
my whole 5 years or 6 years of experience in Google will go in vain, right? Like,
Mm.
is there a chance? Is there a chance like who would consider our previous experience and who is willing to learn and work? Would they consider us like that?
There are very less chances.
Okay, so we definitely have to say that we have already worked
Yeah,
on these
see,
these
see,
files
ERP,
previously.
not only in D365, any ERP technology, if you want to
Mm-hmm.
get into ERP, at least you should say that you have worked for at least 3 to 4 years.
But that would
Because
not be legitimate, right?
yeah, then you have to you have to continue with your current job itself.
Yeah, so that is for sure. So I just had this doubt, like, so even if I
No,
want to
see,
change my job right now,
yeah, if you see,
I
if
want to
you
change my
you are
job, but I
changing
don't
your
want to.
because
I
of a
don't want to
good
post
career
any
growth.
fake experience. Simply.
Yeah. Mm. So in that
So
way, so definitely you have to take a somewhere you have to take a risk.
yeah. So changing the job is my whole risk that I could take, but posing some different experience and telling them that I have already worked on this would be different, right? See, when we say that we have worked on the same technology 4 or 5 years, and we come into the company, and the people would expect us to work that way, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And we will just be caught like in less than 2 or 3 weeks.
See,
Not
here
not not
every
being
best
caught, but at least they would know that okay, this guy hasn't worked before, so he's learning everything new right now. So is there any chance that you would offer us any classes or sessions or something like that to
whatever the
make us
classes
at
I will
least?
be giving, see whatever the classes I will be giving, it is a completely on a
Mhm.
real time. So even if you go
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
inside, they will
Exactly,
say
exactly.
that
One of my friends actually said that that will be a real-time experience, and you'll also be giving us some hands-on tools to work on. And yeah, there will be a
I
support
will
and
give
all.
you
That is
one
how I
best
joined, and
example for
these are
you.
my just questions.
Yeah, Bhupesh, I will give you one best example for you. So you have taken a
Yeah,
training. So if you will take a
yeah.
training and if you will
Mm-hmm.
leave the videos and if you have not done the practice, that is your useless.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you have done the
Yeah, exactly.
practice, then
Exactly.
you will be aware
If
that,
there's no
for
hands-on
example,
practice, it's always useless. Yeah, correct.
yeah. So always your career completely will be depends on your practice. If you are
Exactly.
spending enough time for a practice, if you will
Mm-hmm.
show 10 years of experience also, you can manage it. Because I will tell you one the basic funda. So here,
Yeah,
every client, whenever we are going to the client, so first the candidate should have a good basic knowledge.
exactly.
Because
That I agree.
beyond the basic, whatever the requirement will be there, no one can assume that. So
So my
every
my
client will
question
have
here, Prakash, is my only. So I definitely do understand what you're saying, but my only question is, so when we get into or inside a company saying that we are 4 or 5 years of experience, but when we go and project our skill set, and they definitely do understand that okay, this guy doesn't really have 5 years of experience. How could we come over that?
That is very rare case you can find, you can face this one, because if you have practiced very well, you they can't identify you.
No, no, no. I know that people like you, when you train us, we can have good things and do everything. But okay, I'm just asking an exceptional question. I'm not saying that it
In
will
that case,
definitely happen, but I'm asking
in
that
that
if it
case,
happens,
either you will have two options. Either you have to escape or you have to agree.
mm, no escape. Sorry. Okay, okay.
Huh.
Sorry, Prakash. I just had these questions, and yeah,
Yeah,
I'll try and talk to my
I
friends
will be
too.
giving the practical assignment replies.
Yes, yes, yes. Sure, sure,
Okay,
Prakash.
I
That was
did not say
actually
that you
you
have to,
actually
I
gave
have to
some good
invest
inputs
in, I have to
actually.
make you to join in class. Okay, it is not like
Sure,
that.
sure.
It is a you're here for to get the good guidances for the for the career.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Okay, based on that only I will be advising you.
Sure, sure, Prakash. That was really amazing. Thanks, Prakash, for your inputs.
Yeah, thanks.
And this is really good session. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So, any other questions? I think Ganesh raised your hand. Gnaneshwar.
Hi Prakash. Hi Prakash.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, hi Ganesh. Yeah, please tell me.
so I have one question. Actually, I have around 10 years of accounting experience. I have been working as an accountant. So now I am
Okay,
in early stage of exploring into Dynamics 365 career. So I
okay.
just want to know from your end because why we will shift career from accounting to other because there is a
వాడు ఎంతసేపు ఏం
Uh,
చెప్తున్నాడు కదా మొత్తం రాడి
hello. Hi
నెంబర్
Bhupesh, you are online. Hi Bhupesh.
కరెక్ట్ చేపిస్తావు అన్నీ చేస్తావు
Bhupesh,
ఒకరికి
can you
నేను
please
వచ్చినాక
put it
ఏం
on
చేస్తావు
mute?
బుద్ధి తెగించుకుంటావా నువ్వేం చేసావు అని అడిగినా
Yeah, okay. Yeah, now I have muted him. Yeah, please, Gnaneshwar.
Yeah. So I have around 10 years of experience as an accountant. Okay. So
Okay,
now I'm in early stage of exploring my options to shift to new dynamics career. Why?
very good.
Generally because of expecting more salary, more job
Mm-hmm.
growth like that, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
just want to know from your end. So
Okay,
generally people will shift career after working 10 years. So if I
okay.
move to dynamics career, is it good? I mean, it's a good idea or not because we have other software also like SAP FICO consultants other also is there. So what is the future of this dynamics? I just want to know
See,
from your end.
dynamics, I can tell you in one word, I can answer for your question. For
Mhm.
dynamics, if you learn it properly, for another 15 years, you no need to face recession. You
Mhm.
might have heard that so many layoffs now, but no dynamics consultant lost their job. Okay,
Okay.
and one more thing, this is advanced technology, this is a cloud technology. Even maybe next year Microsoft is releasing another one that is a complete advanced and a completely automated technology. So this is the right time if you want to shift it our career to accounting background to D365. This is the right time, it is advisable.
Okay. Later, if
Okay,
the dynamics introduced new technology, which you are saying, so
okay.
then are we in a stage to shift from that this D365 to that one, or how we are going
It
to
will
accommodate?
be completely, I mean, they won't completely, I mean, shift to one version to another version gradually. So now, whatever the application you can see it, the later when the application is upgraded, you can see 80%. Only 20% changes they will bring it initial stages. It is not a big deal to learn 20% right from existing application,
Okay. Yeah.
and after that gradually they will give a releases. Okay, next release they
Mm.
will be giving a different option, another release they will give a different options, so we have to explore it.
Okay.
Application architecture, it will be the same. There will be a certain setups we have to do. Based on the setups we can post the transaction. Architecture wise, once you work for a 2 to 3 months, you can understand the architecture, then
Yeah.
you can work on any version, whatever the upgrades will come, you can take it a challenge.
Okay.
I
So
can assure you that you
yeah.
will learn it.
Okay. Yeah. Anyhow, continuous learning should be there for any career. I do agree with that. So I worked in different accounting softwares like as an end user level only, not on functional or developer.
Mhm.
So we have other. I mean, how what is the competition? I mean, companies still they are preferring go to the SAP or or Dynamics 365? How we can compare? Because I heard there are
See,
other softwares. Yeah.
SAP is a completely in a saturation status. See, SAP. So if you see that SAP profiles, if you find for a SAP good profiles, you can find n number of profiles. If you found it for a D365 profile, you can find very few profiles, good profiles. And SAP, the clients also SAP using clients. So
Mm,
very few clients they will be using SAP because it's a implementation cost, licensing cost, and also maintenance cost is a too high. It is a too high. But
mm,
Dynamics, cost wise, license wise, and maintenance wise, it is a very less. For SAP, if they have implemented for FICO, SD, MM, for if and production and PP, if they have implemented for this model, for each model they need a 2 to 3 consultants. In Dynamics, finance one consultant, supply chain management one consultant. For other areas, one consultant. With the three persons, they can manage entire project.
mm.
That's the reason the more projects, less resource in
Okay.
Dynamics. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Prakash. This is Bhupesh again. I have one more doubt.
Okay.
Yeah. So, as we see nowadays, everything is going into automation. So, how long will it take to get this process automated? Like, let us say
We are.
I'm an account optimizer in Google AdWords.
Mhm,
So, if we switch to this, so how long will it take, or will it ever take to get automated? Like, see, whatever work that we do
mhm,
is already half automated right now in Google. But now, if
mhm,
we get into this ERP stream, so how long will
mhm.
it take to get automated, or will it not ever get automated? Or I just want to
We
know
are
that.
already in automation in D365.
Okay, so we are already automated and
We
we
are
have
into
to just
Power
manage
Apps,
the
we are
system.
into Power BI, we are into electronic reports. These are all the complete
Okay,
automated tools in D365.
okay. Cool. That's cool actually.
Yeah, yeah. Even
Yeah.
in
No.
SAP also they have not introduced the Power BIs and all, but Dynamics it has a Power BI, inbuilt Power BIs. Not only external Power BIs, it is a inbuilt Power BIs.
Mhm. And I have one last question also, Prakash. So, how would be the chances for the fresher in this stream?
See, freshers, I can say honestly, freshers, it will be a little challenging only because,
It'll be a hardship,
so,
yeah.
yeah, because, but they can try it because the many companies are there to recruit for a freshers through the LinkedIn references, but they will check a
Mhm.
knowledge, so they should learn it properly.
Mhm.
If in case of freshers, yes, if they will start their career with this application, they will be most luckiest persons.
Yeah, that I actually heard, and that is the reason why I joined actually today. So I just had a few
Mhm.
questions, so I'm just shooting it to you. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, okay, no issues. I'm happy to answer.
Sure. No problem, Prakash. Thanks a lot. Actually, thanks to Karthik, who has actually suggested me to join this call, and yeah,
Oh,
thanks.
okay. Nice. Yeah, yeah.
Um, so, Prakash, are you going to speak about the certifications also in today's
See,
demo?
certifications also we can see with this we can you can give a certification exam, but whatever the cost for the certification you have to bear with your hands.
Okay. So I saw the three exams like 920, 300, 310. Generally, which certification we need to
See,
take?
if you give a 300 is a common, it is a basics. So if you give that one, and apart from that you have to give either 310 or a 330 or 320 you have to give it. Then only you will get a certification. Mean you have to give a two exams. Then you can get a certification.
One 300 and any of 310, 320
Then
is
it
that it?
depends on your core area. You have to give it other one.
Okay. So the training which you are providing is sufficient to get, to get
It
the
will be
certification.
sufficient to get. But you have to depends on your practice and your time spending.
Okay. In
Hello,
generally,
sir.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah.
yeah.
Hi, sir.
Hello,
My name is
hello.
Venkat Rao.
Okay, Venkatraw. Yeah.
I'm MBA fresher, sir.
Okay,
Actually, one of my uncle suggests this 365 course.
okay.
Which is better, sir, with market SAP and Dynamics? Which is a future ERP?
Blindly you can go for a D365. I'm not saying, since I'm giving a training and I'm working on D365, SAP it is a completely saturation. You can take so if you want, you can take a completely, I mean, a comparative challenge. I can take it up. So if you'll take a D3, if you'll take a SAP training, the same time, so I can start training for a Dynamics for other candidate. So I can say that Dynamics candidate will get jobs very soon. For you, I can take it up. I can say that at least for you it will take a 1.5 year or 2 years to get a job. That also I can't say in SAP. If you'll put efforts in Dynamics, you can get a job within a 6 months.
I will check in LinkedIn or Naukri.
Mhm.
Most of the HRs are recruiting SAP freshers, but the Dynamics 365 not vacancies are available now.
But I can suggest you don't go based on that the portals. Okay, when you are uploading a resume, based on that you will get a calls.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gnaneshwar,
So
sorry, your
yeah. Oh,
question.
no
Yeah.
problem. No problem. I can no issue. So you said it will be around 60 to 70 days. So
Mhm.
on an average, if I target for 2 months or 3 months down the line to get the job, so how many
Mhm.
hours do I need to spend on daily basis?
See,
Minimum.
initially, so you don't need to spend much time. So, I mean, for example, today if you have taken a class for 1 hour, so maybe
Mhm.
for practice you have to spend 1.5 hour, 2 hours, because so you have to look at the notes or you have to look at the video and then you have to practice it. And going forward, if our classes will be continuous and also syllabus will be huge, syllabus will be I mean, day by day you will be getting a more syllabus. So in that way, sometimes when it comes to that, after completion of a 15 days of a classes, you need to spend 4 to 5 hours for a practice, because
Uh,
not only my classes, so you have to practice some other things also from the Google. I will tell you how do you can practice it, and how do you can like explore, and how do you can understand from the Google. That also I will help you.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Hi, Prakash. This is Bhupesh again.
Yeah, yeah, Bhupesh.
Sir, I have one last two questions actually. So,
Mhm.
no, three actually. Let us say three. Uh, can I ask you if you're located in Hyderabad?
Sorry.
Can I ask you if you are located in Hyderabad?
No, I'm not from Hyderabad.
Oh, okay. So, how are we going to attend the classes? Like, let us say 30 days or 40 days. Like, how would you train
It's
us?
a virtual classes only.
It's a virtual class. Okay, okay.
Yep.
What would be the fee structure?
He can the Prakash will
Oh,
inform
see,
with you the fee structure.
everybody wants to know this. So, what will be the fee structure?
Yeah, yeah. Prakash will communicate with you all.
No, I think I'm talking to Prakash. You're Prakash, right?
I'm Prakash. See, I'm myself also Prakash. Even coordinator also Prakash.
Okay, there are two Prakash.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, cool. So other than Hyderabad, can I ask you like where are you exactly located?
See,
I know these
I
are
have a
virtual
permanent.
classes.
I have a permanent work from home. I'm basically from Chittur.
Okay, cool, AP. So I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
one more question. Uh, I have one. So I sort of asking, forgot that question. Just give me a minute. So
Mhm.
let others talk. I'll recall my question and I'll shoot it again.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure, sure. You can. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So, any other questions?
Yeah, Prakash, I got it right now actually. So, is it
Okay.
a day-to-day training or is it, see, as I'm a working
Every
professional,
day training.
so,
Weekends there won't be any class.
in that case, Prakash, see, I'm a working employee. See, I have my shift
Mhm.
from 9 to 6, morning 9 to evening 6. So, I have to
Mhm.
travel to office and come back. So,
Mhm.
if it is not available on weekends, when could I actually attend? So, for freshers, it is always open book, so they can attend whenever your
This
session
is for
comes
a
in.
evening session. I will be taking 7:30 to 8:30.
7:30 to 8:30, 1 hour a day for 5 days a week.
1 hour a day, 5 days.
5 days a week.
Sorry.
Is it 5 days a week, like 1 hour every
Yeah,
day
five
for
days.
five
Yeah,
days?
5 days in a week. Yep, yep.
Oh, okay, okay. 7:30 to 8:30. So I don't watch for anybody, but I'll just say about my thing. Like I'll be in office by until 6 o'clock, and I'll only reach office by 8 o'clock. So are there any other slots other than 6:30 to 7:30 or 6 to 7?
So
Are there
that
any slots available?
I will update to the coordinator. So he will confirm with you.
Sure, sure, Prakash. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, sure. 7:30 to
Okay.
8:30. Like it'll be like 8:30 by the time I reach home from office. Uh, yeah, so as they are not available on the weekend, so we have to steal some time on the weekdays. So I just wanted to ask this: is there any other slot than 7:30 to 8:30?
Yep. Yeah, I will update you
Sure,
on that one.
sure, sure, Prakash, sure, Prakash. That was my last question. Thanks.
Yeah.
So the daily class recordings will be available, right? Right?
Yes, yes. Even Prakash will share with you all.
Okay.
Okay, okay. That's also helpful. Yeah.
Mhm. Even that is instead of that, I will be giving time for running notes. That will help you a lot.
Yes, yes, Prakash. Actually, yeah. Thanks,
So
thanks, Prakash.
here,
Actually, so yeah,
yeah, yeah.
we'll join
Trainings,
you soon.
the way of training we will be giving training, that is a completely different way. I saw that the personally even I attended some demos how they are saying. So they're completely working for money. So but here we are most of the thing. Yeah, even we are also taking a fee. We cannot say that we are doing a service. We are taking a fee, but we are giving a more knowledge.
It's definitely not a service. It's definitely a knowledge sharing. It's knowledge transfer,
Yeah,
KT.
knowledge. Okay,
Yeah.
we are giving a more knowledge. You can ensure that we are giving a good training.
So as I actually asked you, so there is no option for freshers, but yeah. So I actually spoke to you before this. I had a friend who had a experience of 3 to 4 years in a different companies on different tools and other things.
Hmm.
So if this guy, let's say my friend, if he follows you for 6 months or so,
Hmm.
so he could be successful in getting a job, right?
See, sir, instead of talking about job, I can tell you one basic thing. Okay, instead of
Yeah.
talking about a job, so first when the candidate is taking a training, you don't think
Hmm.
about a job. First, think
Yeah.
about knowledge. How much I am learning. For example, if I am taking a training, I should think that how much I am learning. If you will attend a
Exactly.
class and if you close your laptop again next day, if you will open a laptop, so in that
Hmm.
way your knowledge will be zero.
Yeah, we don't want
If
to
you don't
be
have a
a.
knowledge,
Yeah, yeah. Please go ahead. Sorry. Yeah.
if you don't have a knowledge, no one will entertain.
Of course, that is true.
Yeah, okay. That is the main. My best advice is should spend enough time, then automatically job will be with you only.
Sure, sure, Prakash. Thanks a lot actually for sharing all these inputs. I also
Yes.
thank my friend Karthik who actually invited me to this demo. And
Okay.
yeah, I'll get back to him and I'll hopefully find you and we'll speak. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Yeah.
Thanks, Prakash. That was a very fruitful
Yeah,
session. Yeah.
Venkatesh. Yeah, Venkatesh, you are asking for another demo session. So no. We're sorry. So even Prakash will share you that demo link, demo video. You can go through that, Venkatesh.
Prakash, are we going to get any sample class recordings, or if we join within how many days we need to? I mean,
It's a
just a
depends on
sample.
enrollment, Gnaneshwar.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know to whom, whether you can address or other Prakash can address
No,
regarding
other
the.
Prakash, he can address that one. He can address it.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Prakash, so you can respond, Prakash. Okay. Okay. Do you have any other questions? Do you have any other questions? If there's no questions, we can close the call and we can keep in touch with Prakash. He will update you for the further class details. Okay. Okay, thanks for your time. We'll see you. Hopefully, we'll see you soon. Okay,
Okay,
see you
thank you.
everyone. Bye.
Thank you.